When you look back now, you realise that just putting your butt in someone's face in the corner isn't a wrestling move. Welcome back to another episode of the Pecking Order. That is Onefootball's version of the tier list, and myself and Nico are here again, and we are going through wonderkids Part 2.
Herzlich willkommen.
Yeah, because wonderkids Part 1 was such a success.
That is right. Let's go.
Thank you very much. Let's get straight into it. A quick reminder.
World class.
No, it was GOAT. GOAT, world class, real deal, wannabe. Fake news.
Fake news.
Although there wouldn't be a wonder kid if they're in fake news, but we'll get to that later on. Right, first up.
Mason Greenwood.
Mason Greenwood. He seems to always score every time he plays for United. Even just a few minutes here and there. And his technique is really, really good for a 17-year-old.
So I'm not gonna lie, I haven't seen too much of him yet because what I've seen, I actually liked a lot.
He looks. What I love about him is he's got this Van Persie / even a sort of Harry Kane vibe to him, where he hits the ball so consistently well, and I think that always gives him a chance of scoring.
How tall is he?
I don't think he's super tall. Maybe 5'9".
Yeah, rather small strike.
Yeah, it's quite slight of frame, but he either way, 2 feet, didn't know where he's going, he hits it so consistently, he'll have a really good strike rate, I reckon, in terms of shots.
But don't you think the sample size is rather small to put him super high yet? I think I'm going real deal here. I believe in him. I haven't seen too much of him, so I can't. So I'm going to say.
I know you hate me, but I'm going to have to agree.
Yeah?
Because it's difficult to judge right now.
It's
difficult. We'll go with real deal. Next up, Rodrygo.
Rodrygo.
We always talk about him. So this is Rodrygo at Real Madrid.
Yes.
Understudy, then better than Vinicius Jr., and now understudy again.
He just got a red card for the second team and is out for the Clásico now.
Oh, he did. What a fool. Has that knocked him down? Is he fake news now?
I mean, by the way, now Ranier is coming too. So he's going to be
all Brazilian young attack. Yeah.
And then they have Takefusa
One of them's
Kubo
got to be Ronaldinho.
Yeah, I mean, the chances are high. Rodrygo, he looked insane when he just joined Madrid in his first few games. I think he scored in his first La Liga game, in his first Champions League game.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
And didn't he score 2 in his second or something like that? I think his start was pretty amazing.
It was pretty good, yeah.
Also, though, because Real is lacking the offensive powerhouse, and we're lacking it. Hazard took his time, and next to Karim Benzema, there was basically not much going on. So, rather easy to look good with these defenders behind you at the midfield.
Okay.
Where did we rank Vinicius?
Oh, that's a very good question. I think we rank Vinicius in
world class?
Real deal or world class.
Where are you standing with him now at the moment?
For Rodrygo, I'm going for wannabe.
Ooh.
I've seen bits of him play. Not like a devout follower, not going to claim that I am. I think Vinicius will be better than Rodrygo, and for that reason, I'm putting him in wannabe.
Wow.
He's a
flip-flop.
Vinicius better than Rodrygo, or Rodrygo better than Vinicius?
Yeah, that's the question.
I can't remember what I just said 2 seconds ago.
Well, you just said Vinicius
will be
is
better than Rodrygo, so I'm putting Rodrygo in wannabe. He's a wannabe Vinicius.
He's younger than Vinicius, right?
Yeah, exactly. He just wants to.
No, he's so much younger than Vinicius, years and years younger. So I'm putting him in world class.
No, okay.
With absolutely no reason. I couldn't explain why, but I believe in my man.
That's the beauty of the pecking order. Bam. Next.
Oh, Sandro Tonali, straight up GOAT. Next one.
You go and go. The new
100...
Pirlo, by the way, if you haven't heard of him, plays at Brescia.
He's way more physical than Pirlo ever was in his career.
Yeah, he's brilliant, and he's a lot quicker than Pirlo was.
I honestly love Tonali. I love watching him play.
And in the Brescia relegation fight, he'll probably leave for around 25 to 30 million, I think it was, if they get relegated, which is a steal for anyone.
I paid 30 million on my Football Manager career after I got relegated and sold him for 140 million to Barcelona. I believe in my man. He's a future GOAT.
Barcelona don't have the greatest record of signings recently. So you're going GOAT for Tonali.
Dude, I don't care what he did after he was gone. I got the money. Yeah, no, I think he's great. I think he's the future of the Italian national team, future captain. He's definitely a leader, even at his young age. For me, he has everything it takes.
You're going to go. I'm going to go world class.
Fair enough. I think we can live with it.
I think we'll agree he's pretty mint. Next one that I know we're both massive fans of. Let's
first put him in the right position. Alphonso Davies. Are we going fullback? Because I think that's his future at Bayern is at the fullback position.
Funnily enough, I think he'd be amazing at a wing back, but Bayern don't play wing backs.
Yeah,
they just
but
have fullbacks or left mids or left wingers.
Yeah, he kind of does play wing back actually, even though they play classic fullbacks.
Yeah.
They have Gnabry who now plays on the left side, and he likes to cut in the middle.
Yeah, on the pitch he'll act as a wing back, but he's actually going to be playing left of a back four or left of a midfield five or attacking three.
He looks honestly amazing so far. He does stuff on the defensive end even, and that's definitely the harder part as a young fullback who was never a fullback in his life. That make me think that he is absolutely going to be good.
Good or GOAT?
Not GOAT.
I'm going to go GOAT. I think he's going to be the best left back in Europe in years to come.
There's
nothing he doesn't have.
I think so too, but for me, he's going to be world class. And we're not going to look back at him and say, this kid was the best fullback of our time. I am going world class.
We can agree to disagree.
Ooh,
Callum Hudson-Odoi.
Callum Hudson-Odoi.
Cho, as he is known on the internet. Now this is an interesting one. Part of me is inclined to believe he's good because Bayern wanted him so bad before he even started a Premier League game for Chelsea.
Don't forget who was scouting for Bayern there. So
who was it?
Well, it was a Salihamidzic player.
Okay.
Brazzo.
But then when he did come in, I was like, oh shit, this guy's really good. And
then you're like, oh, maybe he's not. I 100% get that.
30 million would have been a bit ridiculous last January, considering he hadn't played a game.
And it didn't happen because Chelsea asked for more.
Yeah, this is pretty nuts.
Well, they believe in him. The thing with him is that exactly what you said. He's a young player. Young players are normally not as steady, as consistent, right?
Yeah, of course.
But still, though, watching him sometimes, you feel like,
You know what, I just realised this whole video is probably completely null because we're judging players who, after every single one, we're like, we'll wait and see what happens.
Yeah, that's how
their career goes.
You made it this far, now you're sticking with us.
I'm going for Hudson-Odoi wannabe.
Yeah, me too. Me too. Just for the I just can't see any more brilliant young English swingers. This is like,
he's obviously going to be harsh because he's 1 year younger than Sancho, and Sancho's in GOAT, as we said in the last video. So that's kind of put him down. He's a great player, Hudson-Odoi, and I'm sure he'll have a brilliant career. You know, if he stays at Chelsea, wherever he goes, maybe he can get himself up to the real deal.
Yeah, he's a great wannabe.
The real deal makes him sound really good. Ryan, who wrote these tears, is a bad day for him. Gabriel Martinelli, the forward at Arsenal.
Yeah.
It pains me to say it as a Spurs fan, but that guy's fucking good. He is just a goal scorer. He's just in the box, sniffing out goals.
Yeah. It seems like he has this natural instinct for scoring.
Yeah.
And that is something that, especially if you can see it at such a young age, it's always frightening to see.
It's one of them things where they always say, like, you can't teach it.
Exactly.
And if you've got it at, like, how old is he, 19?
He's like
19, 20?
You tell me.
If you've got it at that age, whoa. If you've got it at that age, I think he can work on everything else. He can work on his physical attributes and, you know, his skill and finishing. But that knack for being in the right position to even get the chance to score is something he has in abundance.
We talked to Robert Lewandowski a few weeks ago, and I asked him, I feel like you improved your ability to smell. How do you say it?
Yeah, we have a nose for it.
Have a nose for the goal.
Sniff out the chances.
Smell it. And he said, well, I'm happy you think I did, but you can't improve it. You can improve everything, every little thing, mentally and physically, but this is something you either have it or you don't. And therefore, if a young player has it,
I think he's got it. How high he'll reach, I'm not sure he's got the overall game.
We're going for the same here, I know it.
Take Europe by storm.
Real deal.
Yeah. Because I think he can go on, and you know there are plenty of goal scorers who like never quite make it to that top level, and I think he'll be in that. But he will score plenty of goals for Arsenal in the years to come.
It's insane.
Which the Premier League should be worried about.
The Premier League had this problem for years that young players didn't get the shot to play.
Yeah, and it's good.
And now it's
the same actually. Who's not on this list?
Spoiler.
I believe, who's not on this list, is Eddie Nketiah, who's also at Arsenal. Both of them are really good goal scorers, but I think Martinelli's going to be great.
And Mavropanos, or how's the centre-back called? He's in Nuremberg.
Next up, Takefusa Kubo. So, currently on loan at Mallorca from Real Madrid, the Japanese Messi, apparently.
Yes, he is.
Was at Barca's La Masia, didn't have like I think it was a work permit issue.
Exactly.
Went back to Japan, then Real signed him.
And you know why they signed him?
No.
because Barca thought his contract was running for another year. And Real knew it wasn't, and then they went in, because Barca wanted to bring him back once he turned 18.
Yeah, of course.
And they thought he had another year of contract, and he didn't, and Real went in.
I read something like he scored 70 goals in the youth team season when he was like 13.
He was, at 14 I think he joined Barca, and everybody was like, highest praise. Watching him play, he looks good, but physically, he's so far away.
He's so small, yeah.
He literally is like that size and 4 kilos.
And I know everyone in the comment section will throw out a list of names of small footballers who are brilliant.
That's right.
But it does come to a point where small footballers can make it and they have a distinguished career. But then small players making it to the very, very top.
It's so tough. It's so tough. And especially like, looking at Kubo now,
really small.
He is really small, and like La Liga is actually the best league for him, you would think. But he could be the kind of player that like, because he's coming back from Mallorca to Real after the season, and he's definitely gonna get loaned out again. And I see a risk here that he gets lost in his loans. You know, that he's like
Odegaard.
He can't settle in. Yeah, Odegaard is doing well now, finally.
Now, but...
Yeah, but I feel like Kubo has the potential that he's like, that he can't settle in, and...
I think the problem is that sometimes when your game lacks, there's an obvious weakness in your game, you can have matches where you're easily sort of taken out of the match, whether it be by a physical side or, you know, whether it be by a team that forces you to play long and he's not very good in the air. This can then lead to inconsistencies, and that's when the criticism comes. But he's got ability.
If you guys don't understand, like look at photos or videos of him on the pitch in La Liga. It's insane.
Yeah.
Or playing just against any full-grown man.
Yeah.
He is brilliant, but he's small. He's
what are you
tiny.
going to say?
I can't put him in wannabe. I have to though. Oh, now I'm going wannabe. I'm sorry, Takefusa.
I'm going to go real deal. I'm going to give him a little bit more hope.
Yeah, okay.
Because I do think he has insane talent.
Yeah, he definitely has.
Next up, Ryan Sessegnon.
You tell me, man. Because he's at your club, he was injured for some
time. He had a brilliant season with Fulham, and then the Premier League looked a level above him. For me, he looks like someone who's very much a confidence player, and we may not see the best of him for 5-6 years.
Please tell me, is he a winger now, or is he a fullback or a wingback?
Well, this is the thing. He's kind of got all the ability to go on and be a winger, and it's almost one of these things where they're pushing him, because he started as a left back when he came through at 16 at Fulham. They're pushing him to go on to be a winger because he's not going to be good enough at left back.
But I mean, he did it for Fulham as a winger, right? The last season. He was
in the Premier League. I mean,
I think I was talking about the season when he got promoted, so second to last.
So season when he got promoted, he was a winger.
Brilliant,
he was brilliant.
Right? Yeah.
Season in the Premier League, don't get me wrong, it's a step up for all of Fulham as a club, which is why they got relegated.
Couldn't make it.
Kind of, you know, he still did pretty well, still built on a great season in the Championship. Has been injured, definitely has quality, but I think when you're forced into a position because you're bad at the other one, not because you're much better at that one, says something. I'm not overly positive about it.
Yeah, neither am I, but also the injuries he had recently or at the beginning of the season,
that's a bit harsh.
Obviously slowed him down. He gets to a new club, is injured immediately,
Are we both going wannabe?
I mean,
this one was a lot harsher than the first episode, which actually you can find by clicking here.
Oh, here.
Just throw that in there. No, here.
It might be here too, guys. Click here, try it here.
Don't leave them wrong. The first part of Wonder Kids, so Sessegnon.
Fake news.
Oh, boom. Dropping the first fake news of the episode.
Sorry, Ryan.
I'm going wannabe. Next up, Trent Alexander-Arnold.
Goat. I'm sorry.
This is just...
I hate to say it, but he has I just looked him up this morning, and I think over all competitions he has 122 matches so far, 40 scorer points. As a fullback.
40 scorer points as a 20-year-old fullback with 2, potentially 3, looking at Liverpool, back-to-back Champions League finals. He's had more Champions League finals in his short career than most distinguished right-backs have had.
He's revolutionising the position
right-back role. Could play in midfield as well, or even right midfield. He's been brilliant at right midfield.
He could basically play anywhere on the pitch, it feels like. I'm a big fan of TAA.
Goat for Trent.
I'm going goat, man. Like,
absolute goat.
What else does a 20-year-old have to do to get there?
Yeah,
right?
and then to do it, if he does for the next 10 to 12 years, he'll be the best right-back of all time.
He will be. Another Englishman.
Yeah.
I'm scared of England. I'm just going to admit it right here. I'm scared of the English national team. If I wouldn't know that they always suck in tournaments, I would actually be afraid.
Damn. Laying down some home truths. We need a Euro 2020 edition of this.
Yes.
Lastly but not least, Justin Kluivert.
He looked like, at the beginning of his career, when he just came through,
At Ajax.
looked really good.
Mint.
And then the Roma treatment.
It feels like another one of these players who, like, on his day, when you put the pieces together on paper and you think good at dribbling, very quick, excellent agility and change of direction, and as we saw at Ajax, can put in a decent final ball and score. On paper, you're like, holy shit, this could be great. But then on the pitch, it just falls apart.
Yeah, the thing with him is that he's like, it feels like you can just straight out take him out. Just what you said about Kubo.
Same thing as Kubo.
He can't be taken out of the game too easy.
Yeah.
It feels like. But that is something that a player can develop. He, like looking at his dad, he will improve his body. He will get stronger. That will definitely help him.
Yeah.
Tough one.
Living up to Patrick Kluivert is difficult, though.
Yeah, that sucks. That sucks.
Champions League winner, yeah.
I think I'm still going real deal. I don't know why,
Really?
but I believe in him. Yeah.
I'm going to go fake news.
Yeah, I mean, I know that I'm giving him the real deal without a good explanation.
He's got talent, but I think he'll be one of them who maybe goes to a slightly lesser club outside Champions League or Europa League and really shines.
And then back to a Champions League club where he
Maybe
still won't
back,
cut it.
But
Yeah.
sorry,
How old is he now?
I think he's only 20. This is an under 21 edition. 21 or under.
Well, the last one, if you're watching it, Gigi Donnarumma turned 21 today, so...
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Boom.
Absolutely, don't watch it
There's
anymore.
still plenty of years. If any of these players are watching, we're sorry if we've given you a bad thing. But there's loads of time to turn it around.
I'm not really sorry.
They are Wonder Kids for a reason. Anyway, thank you so much for watching and for all of your suggestions in the comment section of the last episode. That's all for myself and Nico today, though. Make sure you check out all the other stuff we've got going on OneFootball. Smash the like button, and we'll see you guys next time.
Why did Raymond tap?